guys, again it's me Jane. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. Please do like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you become more updated whenever I post new videos. For our video today, I will be giving you a brief introduction to creative nonfiction. So guys, in this discussion, I will be giving you basic explanation for you to be able to better understand what creative nonfiction is. So without further ado, let's begin. What is creative nonfiction? It is a memory or fact-based writing that makes use of the styles and elements of fiction, poetry, memoir, and essay. So basically, kapag sinabi natin creative nonfiction, it is writing about and forming a world including the life of the author o po pwede rin naman na author's view on the life of other people. Creative nonfiction is a form that utilizes memory, experience, observation, opinion, and all kinds of research. So it can embody public and personal history or pwede naman yung form is all of the above. Now, this is the thing that you have to remember in creative nonfiction. So creative nonfiction, stories that take real-life events, places, people, and experiences. Lagi siyang true to life based on facts. Now, when we talk about nonfiction itself, without the creative designation, it's just only telling true stories with less emphasis and less space for creativity. So basically, nonfiction only works for those stories that are based on facts, that are based on truth. There is an accurate retelling of the author's life experiences. On the other hand, we call it creative nonfiction if it's telling a true story in a very creative and artistic manner. Meaning to say that there is a mixed flavors of technique and ideas. So meron siyang narrative plot, meron siyang rising action, falling action, climax, and denouement. So creative nonfiction has always been criticized by a lot of people because they tend to think that writers can manipulate, pretend, and exaggerate facts, which is basically incorrect. Because being creative doesn't mean that you are inventing something that didn't happen or providing or describing details na wala naman doon. Because in creative nonfiction, it is always possible to be honest and straightforward and brilliant and creative at the same time. The creative nonfiction means that the story has certain elements. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina that we are being creative of retelling stories because it has a techniques and different ideas that we can use. We have descriptive imagery, setting, plot, conflict, characters, metaphors, and other literary devices. So these are the things that we can use for us to write a creative nonfiction. So usually a work of creative nonfiction is narrated in first person, though sometimes it can be written in a third person. It can also be a lyric and personal or representing important moments in history. So what I am saying a while ago that it can be personal and public history or pwede naman din na yung form is all of the above. The words creative and nonfiction describe the form. The word creative refers to the use of literary craft, the techniques writers use to tell stories about real people and events. That a nonfiction part in a compelling, vivid, and dramatic manner. So the goal of creative nonfiction is to communicate a bit of the real world, a personal experience, a scientific discovery, a history, a place, a person in a way that will seem on the page, inform and change readers and make an impact. So instead of saying na nakapasa ka ng board exam, that is a nonfiction that is based on truth, but you can make it in a creative manner na pwede mong ikwento, that you can write the creative nonfiction in a way na pwede mong mag-add ng elements, how did you feel when you passed the board exam, what did you do, and so on. So in creative nonfiction, it's always based on truth and facts, but it is always has a space for creativity. Now, let's have the summary of today's lesson. When we talk about creative nonfiction, it's always based on truth. It's always based on facts, true stories. So it always uses literary devices, is more creative and artistically oriented than the regular nonfiction. That's what I'm saying a while ago, that it should always has a mix flavors of ideas and techniques. So you can have a lot of literary devices, imagery, so that the creative nonfiction work could be much more creative. So it is often told in the first person, and the narrator is often the author or a persona of the author, but it is not always. So for our activity, okay guys, so um, leave your answer on the comment section. I will be choosing answers from the comment box. So um, I want you to define creative nonfiction in your own words. Again, I want you to identify what is creative nonfiction in your own understanding, in your own comprehension, based on our discussion today. So thank you for joining our class. Thank you for watching and listening. So goodbye.